So today is a little video just kind of answering questions about this truck right here. I've been meaning to do like a little video like this, kind of just explaining how I got to where I'm at, sponsors and stuff like that. A lot of people ask questions. Just yesterday, I had a questionnaire put up on my Instagram, also put it up on my Snapchat, just trying to get a bunch of questions answered. A lot of them are repeats, so of course I'm not going to answer the ones that are repeats. So we'll pretty much just get down to the basics of it, what all's been done to it, and I guess like my future plans on it and whatnot, or what all is going to go on with the time. So one of the first questions asked was by the Mullet Man 925, what type of wheels I am running, and these are 22x14 Anthem equalizers. They are on 375, 45, 22 Nito trails, and I got the caps off currently on them only because I cannot run them with my spike lugs. Not a lot of people have Anthems. Only ran in 3-4 guys around this area that have them, rather than fuels and stuff like that. And I went with this wide of a tire because I have no stretch, and I love that. I've never been one to like a bubbled out tire, so that's why I went with these guys, and it just looks wide. I mean, these are 22x14s and no spacers at all, and it looks pretty wide, and that's what I was looking for. But so that is the wheel setup I'm currently on. So I'm just gonna keep kind of going down the list. Next question is, what year is that truck? This is a 2006 F250 Super Duty. I actually get asked, believe it or not, if it's a Dodge sometimes. I don't know what people think this truck does and makes it look like a Dodge, because I never have my mirrors whipped all the way out, but some people get confused on the Dodge, and then it's a Ford. And the fact that the year is sometimes difficult to tell, just because I think that I have a lot of stuff done to it, like this 2017 style mirrors. I'm sure that kind of throws people off, like what the hell are 17 styles doing on an older truck, you know? So especially a lot of people don't know a lot about trucks, but it's a 2006 F250 Super Duty to answer that question. So next question is, how did you get your light bar blue? The light bar itself is a 52-inch curved halo light bar. It's got a little RGB stripper on it, which lets it change any color. On the little scale that I have, it's little circle, and it's got all the colors. You just kind of shift it around, and it gives you a lot of variations of colors to choose from. It's Bluetooth on my phone. I got it from Amazon, Coco Lighting, NICOKO. It's like Alpha Amazon, I don't know. It's a lot of people run the rock lights and stuff. It's all right, it's not bad. Believe it or not, a lot of people do not like the light bar. I actually get a lot of hate on it. A lot of people go, when are you gonna delete the light bar? I'm not gonna get rid of it now because you were telling me to, you know. But I mean, I haven't seen a lot of trucks with the light bar that I have, the RGB color shifting and all that. Maybe because it's out of style, people don't like it, but I like it. It's pretty cool and unique. But yep, I usually run it blue when I'm at shows. Same thing with my rock lights and my pods and everything. I'll run them blue, but when I'm driving, that stays off. Do not want to run that blue or red. Pods stay off on my bumper, and I usually just run my rock lights and my grill guard on purple. I really like purple. My next one is, so what got you started? Honestly, I think it was one of our old buddies, Isaac Spurgeon. He had a lifted 2-door Blazer, and it was on a 6-inch lift, and back then we thought that was huge, and I think he was on like 33s or 35s or something, and it was pretty wide. Not gonna lie, it was pretty wide, little deal, little S10, and I just thought that thing was super BA. And I bought a little Blazer, a 4-door, in high school, and my brother introduced me to his buddy. He's like, yeah, this is Isaac, he's the one that's got the Blazer. I'm like, man, that's cool. You know, I kind of like to build mine like that. So whenever I graduated, I got on with my brother in construction. I traveled, was making pretty decent money, and I started putting it into this Blazer. So I had 31s, some wheels, tires, roof rack, light bar, pods, bumper, just decals, whatever, just kind of offset colors or whatever. And that was technically my first build, and it kind of just went from there. Sold that, bought a 7.3, was trash. Sold that,
put it towards my truck, and then I kind of just built it from there. But yeah, it's actually what got me started, a little Blazer. So I mean, some of you people just looking and being like, man, that's a nice truck, you know. It's like, he's lucky. It's like, well, you got to start somewhere, you know. Let it be a little Ranger, let it be something, kind of learn, you know, what offset, you know, what clears what, your lifts, whatnot, and just kind of just go from there. But I mean, it starts really small and just goes from there. Next one. So why aren't the mirrors on Blue Auto Parts site? Because I'm the first person to actually get a hold of these mirrors. I debuted them at Lifted Truck Nationals this year in their booth. I had a buddy at Bad Z71, you know, recommend me, and he helped me get on with them, because he knew that they were looking for a Super Duty, you know, to mount them on. So they're like, hey, this is my buddy, blah, blah, and he just kind of helped us get connected and work things out. They'll be actually released really soon. They're supposed to be released on Black Friday, right before Black Friday. But yeah, a lot of people have been asking me, why is it not on the site? How much is it? Blah, blah, blah. But prices differentiate, you know, depending on the switchbacks, smoke, blah, blah, blah. And it just kind of goes on from there on forth. And I had a few people ask, what's in the motor? How fast is it? How much horsepower? Blah, blah, blah. I'm not whistling diesel. I don't got a 600 horsepower freaking Power Stroke, whatever. It's a daily. You know, I've done stuff to the motor. I've got it deleted. I've got the 4-inch turbo back, blue spring upgrades. I got the dummy plugs and stuff like that done to it. Nothing really performance wise at all. And why won't you pour this money into this and blah, blah? Well, I'm not looking for speed. If you can't tell, this is a huge truck on 36s, on 22x14s. It's not built for speed. You know, if I wanted speed, I would go low and wide. And I mean, I kind of just go as I go. Like if the truck, you know, let's see, if I blew my head gaskets, you know, or I needed injectors, you know, and they're going to be in there. It's like, well, if I were you, since I'm already in here, you want to stud it and do this, you know, I'll do that. I'll go. Yeah, it'll probably be a little more expensive because stuff's broken them. But I mean, I'm kind of a guy that if it's not broken, don't fix it. And it runs good. It has the power I need to get me. It'll get up and go on these 36s just fine. So I'm not really worried about speed. Like I said, if I want a speed, I'd get a low and wide truck. I would get a car, something like that. But this thing, it tows fine, just what I need it to. I've towed trucks, I've towed cars, I've towed scrap metal, I throw stuff in the bed, you know, and it does just fine. That's all I need it for. I don't need it to go fast. When people ask me to race, I'll be like, you'll beat me. My truck's slow as fuck. I mean, I guess it's not the slowest, but I'm not a race car guy. I'm not a car guy. I've always been a truck guy, and eventually, yeah, I'd like to get a fast car. I'll get a little single cab short bed, fast truck. I will get a single cab short bed, something like that, and then I would go from there. But I'm not going to go a super lifted truck and try and make it fast. That's stupid. That makes no sense to me. How long did it take you to get your truck like that? I think I did, honestly, most of it within the past 2 years. I know 2 years is a long time. A lot of people build cool stuff in a year or even 2 years. I mean, this is my daily. I'm not super rich, you know. I just work an average job construction, blah, blah, blah. And I just kind of slowly build it and I go from there. I think, like I said, most of it came within the past 2 years. I've had this truck for 2.5 years now, but yeah, I guess 2 years is about when, because I haven't really done anything the past like 5 months since LTN. What are we, September, October, November, December? Yeah, so yeah, almost 5 months. I haven't really done anything. I did all this stuff for LTN and I haven't touched it since. And that's kind of how it was last year. LTN's coming. And then I'll do all this stuff to it, and then it'll kind of sit and I'll do little stuff to it as it goes on. But most of it was done before LTN. So I guess, like I said, about 2 years. It goes by a lot faster than what you think. I'll put all these three in kind of one, since it's kind of what it is. Someone's asking if I would ever put a Baja bed rack with like a tire carrier on the truck, if I'm ever going to get a two-tone or a wrap in general. And a next one, same guy, he said if I'm ever going to build headlights again. Yes, I will get built headlights again. I went with Primo Dynamic, horrible, worst company I ever dealt with. Just conniving people. Ripped me off on headlights. I was sponsored through them. They were trash, had water, the wiring was trash, didn't send me the proper things to even mount it. And I'm not even kidding, I fought these guys for 4 months. They sat in my spare room for about 3-4 months also. I will be going with the different headlights. I will only be going with projectors and color match this time. I'm not going any of the colors and fancy stuff, just simple and clean. Do I plan on getting a two-tone? I plan on getting it wrapped. I really do plan on getting it wrapped. Rather than getting it painted. Don't have the money for paint, rather just do a wrap and then just take care of it. Let's see. And then a bed rack. It'd be kind of cool. I'd like to get like a little tire carrier on, let's see, like on my tailgate. Like if I could replace my tailgate with it, or even just put it in the bed, that would be super cool. But I don't really want to pay another like $250 for a wheel. And then the tires are like, they're like $400, $400 or $500 just for a tire. So it's like, I don't know, that's got a lot of money plus a deal. So I mean, if I had extra money, I would do it. That'd be pretty cool, but as of now, probably no. So the next question is, how did you think of 4SO? Like the 4-state Outcast, I don't know if some of you are familiar with it. That's kind of like my branding. I came up with it because, you know, we're in the Southwest Missouri, you know, little corner. So we got Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas. I always forget Arkansas. And Arkansas. So, you know, we're right in the corner. And, you know, so that's why we're kind of known for the 4 states. It's all around here. And Outcasts came from the fact that I've been to tons and tons of shows, local ones, and most of them are cars. 98% of them are all car shows. And if they do have truck classes, they're a bunch of old farts with fully restored C10s and whatnot. Nothing done, just restored. It's like, okay, cool, you know, but those guys win every single time. 9 times out of 10, that restored C10 is always going to be nice trucks. I mean, there's trucks nicer than mine that go to these, and we just don't even get recognized. Nobody ever does. We go there, the car guys are just like, you know, they always push us. Everyone pushes us away, and I just got tired of it, and I just stopped going to them, you know. And I think that's a lot of the issue, that a lot of people just don't go to shows because they're pushed away. They're not felt very welcomed. And so that's kind of how it came to be. You know, all of us lifted truck guys were all just outcasts in this car, you know, car community and classic truck community. And so that's kind of came with the name 4-state Outcast, because that's what I really felt like, an outcast at all these shows. And I think the feeling was mutual with a lot of trucks around here, because in the first year that we've done this, we've had 110 trucks show up, and these are full blown out shows, not meets, shows. We have permission with the city. We work with the city on this. They got porta potties. We got permission for a burnout pit, which there's firefighters and cops there. Cops actually give us a escort through the town. So this is a legit show. For anyone that says this is a meet, you're dumb. Okay, you're not dumb. For anyone that says a meet just doesn't know the proper term for it. A meet is somewhere in a parking lot that's not well organized, and it's just people meeting up. No awards, no nothing, no judges. A show, in my opinion, is something with awards, is more or less organized, and, you know, has music and stuff like that. It's an organized meet pretty much with awards. So it's a show. A meet, no organization, just people showing up. What's up, doing burnouts, and everybody's just leaving, running from the cops. That's what I think it is. Next one. So I'm going to throw these two together also. So what's next on the build? Had quite a few people ask that. And also favorite part of the build. And I would have to say that my wheels and tires are my favorite part of the build. The 375s, I just love how wide and how perfectly they sit on a 14-inch wheel. The wheels, I just love them. They're aggressive. So I guess that's technically one. Wheels and tires are my favorite thing. And then my second thing would be the mirrors. I love the mirrors. They're freaking awesome. So I guess that's my first and second favorite thing about the truck. And what do I plan for it next? I honestly do plan on doing quite a bit of things to this, and then it'll be done, because I'm going to be building a new truck next year. But the things that I'll do to this before I'm done with it, is I'm going to put 2-inch hub-eccentric spacers on it. I'm going to get dual stabilizers in the front. I'm going to get new shocks to actually run around this, so I don't got these old boring ones on there. Built headlights, taillights, and I really want to get a new style bed for this, just considering this one's really beat up. And I was thinking flatbed, but that's a little crazy. So I guess that's what you guys are kind of seeing the future and possibly getting it wrapped. If I could work out a sponsorship with this person, then I think the possibility would be pretty high of this thing getting wrapped. So I guess those are the things that I plan on doing to this, and maybe in another video we can explain what my other truck I plan on building is. All right, let's see next. So same person. Question was, what do you do for a living, and do you do photo shoots? And I think the second question, the photo shoot thing, is pertaining kind of more to my 4SO media, 4 State Outcast media, is what I run. I got a D7200 Nikon, and I just run Power Director and Lightroom on it for editing and whatnot. I take pictures of my truck and I do little videos and stuff like that. I got a GoPro that I shoot with, and then I use editing, you know, my Power Director app, whatever. But yeah, I do them occasionally for if someone actually wants them done. If you guys want to check it out at 4SO Media, and you guys can just tell me what you think about it and what I do for a living. Right now, I'm currently working with an asphalt company. I've done floorings pretty much all my life. I did concrete, I did epoxy, MMA. Those are like really high-end floors. We did 50,000 square feet at the KC Stadium. Asphalt, so it's like 3 different types of pretty much floor stuff. So that's pretty much all I've been into. So this is the final question, and it's, did anybody help you along the way? And I think this is a huge one, just because I really didn't have a lot of help. One person that really does come to my mind is my buddy Isaac Spurgeon. He's been there, you know, whenever I kind of have mechanical advice, he's explained to me, you know, it's this and that. He'll do research, and I won't even ask him to sometimes. Like, man, it's like, I need this part, blah, blah. And conversation will be over, and 30 minutes later, he'll be like, hey, I found this part. And he showed me, and like, he's just a cool dude, always helpful. He's the one that got me into the lifted truck game, mainly with his lifted Blazer. And I kind of copied him, and it kind of just helped me out from there. He'd tell me, well, you need, you know, you need this size torsion keys to lift it this much, or shackles this, and this type of offset wheel will rub this much tire. And so he was just always there helping me out. And honestly, without him, I don't know what I would be in. And he just overall cool dude. He works hard, very hard for everything that he has. And he's done every single bit of work. Anything mechanical, paint, body, everything he's done in his truck. This truck right here is gonna break Instagram. This dude's worked his butt off, and he honestly deserves it. Every bit of credit and fame, hopefully, that goes his way, because this dude really does work for it. I can't think of the last time that he's ever took that truck to a shop. He puts blood, sweat, and tears into that. And honestly, that's the main dude that's helped me, I guess, get with this, because without him, I wouldn't have a lifted truck, I don't think. And then my sponsors too. So I got Jam Handle, I got Boost Auto Parts, Anthem Wheels, Diesel Power Gear. Those guys have helped me out a lot, and just kind of helped me with my build. And so I said, I guess that's the main dude himself, Isaac Spurgeon. I mean, I've helped quite a few people, but honestly, nobody's really been there to help me along the way. People made fun of me for trying to build a 6.0 and all that. I really got a lot of crap made fun of me just for trying to do what I was. People will give me crap for Instagram, trying to start a YouTube. And I mean, that's how it always starts. You're gonna get a lot of people that are gonna hate you for what you're trying to do, and don't ever let them stop you. Because I really do think one day I'll make it big, because I'm that type of person that if I set my mind to it, I'm gonna do it. And that's what I'm gonna do. One day I'll be big. Right now, sitting here in a little 6.0. Hopefully I can look back on this video and be like, hey man, you did it. Hopefully I'm not watching back and being like, God, man, how was I this cringy, you know? But hopefully it's something I can look back on and make it big one day. But that's the final question. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, comment, say, hey, this was kind of funny, this was a cool video, or this was awkward, don't do a video like this again. Let me know in the comments. Subscribe, like it, and we got another video coming up, so make sure to stay tuned for it. Thank you guys.